Ahoy there, you two people. I am out in the garage right now in the uttermost flattering of outfits. Not trying to brag or anything like that. Ladies, don't go too crazy, okay? But I took the 244 here on the longest drive of its most recent history. At least a decade, maybe a little longer. Again, I don't 100% know all the details of this vehicle's parked situation and things like that. But either way, I went out with my friend Michael today, who actually is the reason that I got this and that gold wagon. And I went out on a 77-mile road trip per the Google overlords by Google Maps timeline. And, well, it did wonderful the whole way out there. Ran like a dream, no issues. And on the way home, I got maybe a half hour into the nearly an hour drive home from the car show we were at, and well, it acted like it was running out of fuel. So the farther I pushed down on the throttle, the worse it ran. So I don't know if it was pump related, filter related. I thought maybe I was low on fuel. I only got 148 miles roughly since I filled this tank up, but the sending unit does not work. Or does not work well because it only reads just over a hair over a quarter of or just a hair over the empty line, and that's it. So I'm in the process of playing musical tires because I don't really have tires that are on the factory wheels for the 244 just yet. And so I threw the front tires on this because I really didn't want to roll on two 10-year-old weather-checked and cracked tires and two 4-year-old and not weather-checked tires in the rear. So I played it safe and stole two known good tires out the front of the wagon and left this kind of dangling here the whole time. So I'm going to swap this out and then crawl underneath it and see if I can't find something that sticks out. Gotta say a big thank you to Michael for these center caps. They look way nicer than the Honda ones that were on it. Yee! I pulled my nice car out for 30 seconds and it starts raining. Wasn't even supposed to rain today. One of the first and probably most important being is this. That can spin just on these belts like nothing. And the alternator output, I have a little thing up here, which I might as well just show you guys what it does real quick. And 12.9 volts, which actually is a bit higher since I've been monkeying with it. Well, of course, now that I kind of monkeyed with it a little bit and I left it alone for a while, now I'm getting better. But it was only getting like 11.7, 11.8, and the car actually died on me, which was super unfortunate. But, well, 13's not bad, but I still think I'm going to go ahead and get some new belts on it. Slap that back where she goes. So, also got some paint finally for the wheels. I don't know if this is really going to be the best stuff that I'm going to want, but I think it'll do okay for what I'm looking to do to it. But I'm going to finally get the wheels painted so I can get those beauty rings and center caps back on instead of them hanging up over there. Alrighty, well, the primer coats are done. I gotta wait like a half hour for it to dry before I can start putting the first layer of paint on it. My painting skills leave a lot to be desired, I'm aware, but you can roast me in the word spot. I can take it, don't bother me none. So, while that's drying, I'm gonna probably start knocking on some serpentine belts. Realize that I gotta take the air conditioning belts off too, which super sucks. I'm not looking forward to that. But I went to the local parts store and got 2 belts. Not really a fan of mismatching belts like this, but that's all the parts store had. And I want to drive this car to work tomorrow because it officially has insurance as of today. I mean, it had insurance when I drove it to the Cars and Coffee a few weeks ago. I don't know what you're talking about. So, let's get rolling on that, I guess. Perfect. Love this. Alrighty, well, finally got these belts off. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but that's how it goes. It's been well more than a half hour, so before I throw these back on, well, not these back on, before I go like this, well, I almost knocked those over. Before I throw these on, I'm going to go ahead and throw a base coat on that, so let's go over there. Well, she's got a few coats of paint on her now. I got 3 coats I think on it. I don't think I'm gonna do any more, but still looking too bad. That's obviously gotta dry, but for a quick wire wheel, tank, and paint, I don't think it's turning out too bad. Again, they're just wheels. It's gonna be a 100-yarder thing, and I'm gonna put the beauty rings and the center caps and everything over it, so you're really only gonna see these parts right here. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. I think it'll look good enough. Plus, if I really wanted to go crazy and end up getting them powder coated, I can always restrip the paint off in a few minutes. It'll be super easy to do. So, anyway, now moving back out of the belt situation over here. May have a slight problem. I think they might have gave me the wrong belts because they are really not wanting to slide over the pulley. I got this alternator all the way loose and I'm still kind of fighting them. So I'm gonna probably throw you guys on a time lapse or maybe just put the phone down for a minute. I don't really know. Alrighty, well, theoretical success. That belt's tight, that belt's loose. That's why I don't buy belts from two different brands. Oh well, so let's go for the first startup with it back together, and fingers crossed I'll have good news. Go ahead and clip this back together. Excuse my awesome camera work there. So, let's hop in here. The keys aren't in it. No, fuck. Alright, what do we have for battery voltage? 14.5! 14.6! I feel like that's a little high. Well, we get some accessories going. It'll drop down. And we got 14 with everything going, so overall I would say great success. Great success. Ish. Alright, well I made a little room on my workbench. Not that there's much else. I gotta get rid of all this stuff. But it's a lot of work. Anyway, got these laid out here to dry tonight. Says I'll let them dry for 48 hours. But I don't even have tires yet, so it's probably gonna be longer than 48 hours. But I think they turned out pretty good. Far from perfect. I don't think the color quite matches very closely like I was hoping for, but yeah, whatever. The color's fairly close to the body. It'll work good for what it is. So yeah, well, I'll let these cure and dry and on the hunt for some tires. Hopefully I'll find some tires before I put this video out, which the video is going to be pretty spacey anyways because parts buying ain't cheap. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here for the night and I'll pick up sometime in the next day or two. I think that's going to probably wrap it up for me for the 244 for today. Not everything I wanted to get done got done, unfortunately. I'm still waiting for some tires and a couple of other little things, so I think in the next video I'll probably get tires. I'm going to fix the sending unit and handle the little things. But for now, once I get tires on the front, I'm going to just start driving it. Get some miles under a belt, see what other issues might arise. I'm sure there's going to be plenty. The car did sit for over a decade. That's really all I got. So appreciate you guys watching. Sorry these videos and like what I do to the car is a little out of order. But hey, I'm learning and having fun. So anyway, I will catch you guys at the next one. Keep an eye out for my next video. Got a pretty exciting thing I'm going to be working on next. So check that out when I get it uploaded. So have a great night. See you guys.